I mean, this is pretty okay, this is very unlike your typical DLC. The typical DLC is like cheaply produced, like they'll just like, oh, you like the gameplay? Well, here is a metric buttload of gameplay. You just get to fight a million mooks.
The ruby slippers! What have you
But
done?
this is doing the opposite of that. This is almost entirely cutscene, character, and dialogue driven.
Oh man.
I mean, that happens occasionally. Borderlands 2 had some particularly story-driven gameplay that was really good
But this
in
is,
terms of DLC.
This is really
Look
heavy.
at all
yeah,
these
you
brand new
guys.
assets, though.
Yeah, exactly. It's all new assets. I mean, there's just nothing recycled.
Nothing. What a jip.
You gotta turn it over, genius.
They spelled Jip wrong, and also that's, well,
yes.
Okay. You know what? Never mind. Everybody knows by now.
We're relief.
There are like 15 of these.
Am I ever gonna get to
We're gonna
play
watch all
video
of them.
God damn it, Josh.
Oh, so
Chances
meta.
are dismal. Fuck you, Skull. Am I ever getting boobs or what?
An interesting note about this is that today my daughter Esther turned 15. So I like that we're having an episode focused on a pair of 15-year-old girls. That's appropriate.
I am.
Okay, we've already run into, like, exactly the questions you ask a Magic 8-Ball once you run out of good questions. Also C, things you type into a text-to-speech after you run out of stock phrases to test the text-to-speech.
I know my first question to any Magic 8-Ball is, am I ever going to get boobs, so...
What is
Yeah.
that?
Damn it.
Adorable.
Why, thank you, kind pigeon.
I think there's like one more mask. Apparently it's not that one.
Oh my goodness, are we playing Team Fortress here?
Ellie and Riley's quest for hats.
Is that all this DLC?
Really?
Is this how they marketed the DLC? Is wear an unlimited number of hats?
Okay,
Do you want to leave the costume
I think if
store
you
now?
end this DLC while you're still wearing a hat, then, like, Ellie should pull it out of her backpack and put it on as soon as you get back to modern day, and she should wear that mask for the entire rest of the game.
Don't judge us, Ellie. You don't know.
I can confirm that Halloween doesn't make sense if you don't grow up with Halloween. I did. Arvin came to the United States, and it was actually, you know, he came to the United States while Halloween was on, and, you know, we would drive back, and there's all the decorations, so I'm talking a little bit about it. And it was great, because every time he didn't understand something, from then on, he blamed it on Halloween.
Those cars down there?
Like, we passed by a Hot Topic, and he's like, oh, is that because of Halloween that they have that?
Throw brick.
No,
Well,
you should have just told him that it was.
We go into some, like, burger bar in Pomona, and everybody's wearing black because they're, you know, just metalheads out there. And he's like, oh, is this a Halloween thing, right?
Alright, fool. You're on.
Or, we were at the marina, and he noticed that all of the people at the yachts have, like,
No, you
pirate
stole my
flags on
brick.
their yachts.
God damn it.
And he's like, is that because of Halloween that they do?
Frickin' two-party American system. I blame Halloween.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah!
Oh,
Fuck
the
around in a
bricks.
post-apocalyptic
Yeah, you
mahal.
like that?
Yeah, this is basically half the DLC.
Still better than Dead Rising 2.
Okay, I refuse
Hey,
to believe
hey,
that
whoa,
a brick.
whoa, whoa,
How do
whoa,
you do it?
whoa, 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 that was fighting words.
I refuse to believe that a brick heaved
Alright.
by a 14-year-old girl would go through the windshield of a car. I'm sorry. Those things are badass.
I'm a
And they are
30-year-old
designed
dude,
to
and I
not-
don't think I could break a windshield with a brick.
No.
Maybe if you use some ninja rocks.
You might be able to get it to I don't know what they call that when it shatters but it doesn't collapse in, so it's spider webs. So that it, you know, you can't see through it anymore.
Yes! Brick fucking master!
my car had tougher windows.
Yeah, whatever, loser. All right, question time.
I'm scared.
Check it out! Dialogue choices!
Oh.
Alright, why did you leave?
This is the most depressing game of truth or dare I ever played. And a post-apocalyptic mall sleepover.
Space. Look, I didn't tell anyone.
But I wasn't just anyone, was I?
Honestly, I'd be more
No,
up for
it's just-
having sections of gameplay like this when you're
You
not
gotta
playing a
see this thing.
15-year-old
We're
girl.
almost there. Come on.
What do you mean? I really dig the idea of
No,
playing
I like
Ellie
it. No,
and
listen,
learning
I
about
love
her
it.
background.
No, I love this. What I'm saying is, I wouldn't mind if I'm playing like Gears of War or some shit, and there's a part where I'm
Yeah.
Marcus Phoenix, and I'm hanging out with, I don't know, any of the other assholes from that fucking game series. And like, he's
But,
just like,
yeah.
hey, do you wanna just break into the bar after hours, turn on the machine, and play some Frogger? And you're like, I'd like
Or
that.
like some
Now we've got the only power
one of those
center
modern warfare games where you're just blowing your way through a major city. You finish the operation and you're just in a mall with nothing to do, and you don't have to report back for a few hours. So you dick around and you kind of loot the place a little bit, and everybody jokes around and there's character banter. Or if you just want to get back to your man shoots you, just hit the front door and leave. Like, I would love that.
Where's
That
where's
would be-
the modern military shooter where you spend 3/4 of your game at the FOB playing minigames, trying not to die of boredom?
Like, you
Like,
think
oh.
about war movies, all war movies have that scene where everybody's dicking around.
I'm still
They
waiting for
find
the
a place
mash
to
of
go
video
swimming.
games.
Jarhead was that scene.
Like,
They just
like
flipped the circuit
I'm still waiting for the mash of video games insofar
just
as like we've got Spec Ops
No way this is gonna work.
The Line, which is more condemning things like Call of Duty, but I'm waiting for the game that sort of subverts it by having you be like basically
so
like
the whole
MASH.
mall's
Where's
on?
the MASH of video
Let's go
games
find
where you're
out.
just sort of like screwing around and waiting for combat, but then occasionally going maudlin about the concept of combat? We don't
Yeah.
really have that yet.
Yeah, the extreme between mass murdering war criminal and mass murdering war criminal, but you're basically the hero of the game.
I'm really glad.
Is, it seems like there should be something between those two extremes where I'm a career soldier who honestly, got
I'm
into
glad
these
to
for
get back together.
a variety of not
Any
especially
minute.
heroic or patriotic reasons, and now I'm just kind of trying to get by without
All that
getting
stuff
horribly
I
scarred.
said before I left.
Did you ever see MASH? Like the original MASH?
Not the movie. I actually read a synopsis of the movie. It
I
sounded
like
kind of
mashed
ghastly.
potatoes.
It sounded like it didn't age very well.
You're such a sap.
It aged okay if you like Donald Sutherland being like 20 years old,
Are you
which
ready?
is the weirdest freaking thing in the world.
Are you kidding?
Oh man, the happy times are over. Now is the serious times.
Now is the time for sadness and Josh to take control.
Yeah, well, I was controlling the other one. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but that was like a happy time. That was different. That was not Josh time. Now is the time
Oh,
for
more
sorrow, which
bricks.
means now is the time for Josh.
Jesus.
Why did she say
Noodle
Jesus
bowl.
there?
I don't know. Maybe she saw zombie Jesus.
If I would tell you if I saw more than once every 7 frames.
Why are you whining so much about this? I don't know what's going on with your inability to see the stream.
Your mom's inability to see the stream and butts.
Sick burn, Christopher. Sick burn.
I studied for years under John Burns in order to get that burn.
What?
So what is our... Now I've forgotten our goal because we did a flashback. What are
Okay,
we trying
so
to do here
Joel
in the present?
is bleeding out horribly. I'm accidentally hitting the R2 trigger. Joel is bleeding out horribly. We need sutures.
Thank you, military. Any way to get this on? Follow the cables. Right, Joel?
You're 12. Squeeze through the bars.
I know, really, this is ridiculous. Like, you
Then
can't
we
get
wouldn't
through
have
there?
an adventure.
Like,
Do I have the gun? Oh, I do. Why did I get this?
That's a
Didn't
great
Joel give you a
question.
rifle like 4 missions ago?
Fucking cat.
Don't you have access
No,
to Joel's
he-
entire goddamn arsenal?
Oh, I think I had the gun, but I didn't have any ammo for it.
How about the flamethrower?
So you had the one gun that you didn't have any bullets for? Like, Joel had so many guns and bullets, there's no reason you should not have all the guns and bullets.
I would say maybe Joel
Pull,
dropped
Ellie.
his pack while
Try
he was
pulling,
like busy
try pulling
dying.
the door, Ellie. Ellie, go back and try pulling the door.
But
no,
then
she's
you-
decided to commit suicide by going into this freezing water. I'm sorry. This is the episode where Ellie dies stupidly of exposure.
If only she had got to
No.
play a video game, maybe she could try a little bit of Frostfall.
Why is
Oh,
everything
jeez.
in here electronically locked?
Here we go.
I'm sorry,
End of the line.
she's dead. She's dead. There's
What?
no way she can warm up now.
Nothing? Out of juice. Damn it.
Incidentally, I haven't really mentioned this, but having generators inside like that is incredibly dangerous.
Yeah, doesn't it need
Yeah,
to
there are
vent
generators
exhaust?
designed for indoor use, but a lot of them really prefer it to be ventilated.
Not gasoline generators.
No.
I knew someone in college who
Fuck. Stalkers.
died while renovating a house because he and his friends went into the house and turned on
And turned on the
generator in the basement, and carbon monoxide poisoning.
That's terrible.
Yeah, it was super sadness.
Yeah, that was actually we had
But,
we watched an entire 20-minute video on that when we in our Home Depot orientation, like on generators and generator safety. Guys, don't fuck around with generators.
Seriously, they'll kill you.
This is
You know what? Just forego electricity in general. Just go out, become Amish, avoid any electricity.
The Amish have electricity though.
Okay, become like stricter Amish than Rutskarn is aware of. Don't have any electricity.
is that it?
It's actually not super many places these days that don't at least have like electric infrastructure.
Yeah, but electric doors. Oh, that wasn't
Yeah.
ours. Where was that? I'm really bad at shooting all of a sudden.
Is that it? Yeah. Sounds like it. Okay. Find some gas.
Yeah, just
Phrases
take
that
another dip.
successful post-apocalyptic survivors probably never utter. Is that it? Yeah, sounds like it.
How are you gonna get it out of there anyway, Ellie? What are you gonna do?
Just
She's got a
Suck it
siphon
right out
on
of the
it.
gas tank.
She's gonna suck it out. Yeah.
Just suck it right out of the gas tank. Yep.
With her elongated proboscis.
Shit.
It turns out Ellie's
Also
been
an
an
electronic
insect this
door.
entire time, but it just wasn't relevant to the plot.
No, I'm sorry. That door cannot be locked. It's a door with a breaker bar. The entire design of that door is designed to facilitate exiting a building no matter the state of everything else.
Ah, jackpot.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there are. I've never seen a breaker bar
Take the hose
door
and-
that could be locked. Oh wait,
Siphon it
no.
out.
Now I've said that and I thought of one. Damn it. But it was one that could be unlocked from the inside.
go.
It could be unlocked. Like, that's a way to get
I
trapped
don't
inside
think
of the
that's how
fire.
a siphon works, but sure.
You need to
I
hold the
know a
can
little bit
way
about
lower.
siphoning gas from watching Trailer Park Boys. Which I assume is a documentary. Literally a documentary.
Come on.
Hey, so you noticed how there's a bunch of, like, water here?
Yeah.
And there's some occasional raised areas like this where we're not in the water? What's the most video game thing that could happen to that water?
Water
It
level
could get
rises.
deeper.
No. More video
Water
gaming
level.
than that.
Water level gets water gets electrified. Oh.
Are you
Yeah,
kidding?
you called it!
Silly.
Note to self. Don't touch electric
That's
water.
silly.
That's really silly.
Of course, I mean, water is not actually a fantastically good conductor of electricity, is it?
No. No.
You know, it'll diffuse in something like that. If you were to walk right up over to where this water is glowing, sure, yeah, you'd probably get pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
But if you were to go over there, you know, it's not like
Yeah.
you drop a battery in the ocean and kill everything in it or something.
Like, if you stepped in a puddle of water that was electrified, that would be bad, but, like, wading through a big, like, hip-deep pool or something?
Like Olympic swimming pool worth of water?
Yeah, I don't think that would be a problem.
And what? I mean, aren't
Everything's gonna be
generators designed so that if there's a short like
Fall
that,
into that water.
they'll just throw their breaker?
They should be, but... Here we go.
You're right, this is pretty much the video gamey thing to happen.
Yeah. But still, I
think there
love...
was something around
to be
the
clear,
hood
I
here.
love the entire
Yeah.
concept of this part. Play as Ellie. We're a little bit lower
I know where to
powered.
go.
We're not Mr. Dude Shoot.
way
She's
out.
interesting.
Mr.
Fill in her
Dude
backstory.
Shoot, please.
Get there.
I just really like the idea of this DLC. And I really like how much that it doesn't feel the need to throw waves and waves of men at us until we hit our preset kill limit. Like it's been zombies and puzzles the whole time.
I'm just imagining, like, just sort of a conventionally attractive woman just, like, staring off into the horizon like, Mrs. Dude Shoot. I guess I kind of like it.
This will never not look silly. I'm sorry, Ellie. No.
Another part of my Home Depot training coming in there. If you've got something really heavy and you put it on the pallet does not automatically negate all of the weight. I mean, you know, like...
And
something like that-
inertia. Like, once you get it moving
Yeah.
that fast, it's not going to stop moving very quickly.
Oh yes, listen. The day you learn to use a pallet jack is the day you learn 7 new ways to hurt yourself.
So here's the whole plan, right?
Son of a bitch.
Oh, it's
So we're gonna get the conveniently sized gigantic stack of pallet boxes
Yes.
and stick it under there.
This looks so ridiculous.
Oh crap.
I'm impressed that they did cling wrap the boxes though.
Fine.
That's kind of a subtle note. It's a subtlety that isn't always represented.
So I think right about here is where she's gonna be developing the really deep hypothermia, gonna start becoming confused, feeling very sleepy. Her heart rate's not gonna be in really good shape, and she's gonna be thinking, "Boy, I just need to lie down for a minute and rest, until my pants dry out." And then she falls asleep and freezes solid.
Oh no,
That's how
Seamus, I actually don't think that's very plausible. I think in this situation, it's much more likely she'd fall asleep and fall into the electrified water
I hear you.
and get shocked to death. You know, plausible threats, Seamus. Plausible threats.
The shocking action will heat her back up.
Oh, incidentally, Ellie has an infinite knife.
Huh. I like that she never shared
What the
that with
fuck?
Joel.
What did I do?
Oh,
nothing.
you got
happened?
smacked.
I think that was you doing nothing. I think that's exactly what happened there. Is you did nothing and you died for it.
Alright, I'm gonna wait for this clicker to come close enough so I can stick it.
Oh, okay. I was looking for it, and I think I just saw it. I think with the cling wrap, I think they actually tucked it in, and that's a really subtle note. Because like once you give it a certain amount of wraps, you're supposed to sort of tuck it so that it stays secure.
Yeah, it looks kind of tucked. There we go. It's a little bit finicky.
Yes, stabbing it in the belly is the ideal way to kill that thing.